In this demonstration, I'll be configuring BIOS settings. On a physical machine, you have to press a specific function key, such as F2 or F10 for example, to get into the BIOS while the machine is booting up. You also have various options that do the same type of thing with virtual machines. Here I've gone to a BIOS Simulator Center website where I can select in the upper left from different types of models of machines. So I'm going to go ahead and choose one of them to start up a UEFI or the older BIOS configuration, depending on the mode it's configured in. So from here, I've got a menu across the top: Information, Configuration, Security, Boot, and Exit. And I'm navigating through those using my arrow keys, just like I would on a real machine when I enter the BIOS. So for information, we can see the product name and the version of the BIOS, which is always important in case there's a new update that we should be applying. We also see information related to the installed CPU and the amount of system memory and any disks. If I move over to the configuration section, here I can control the date and the time, whether my Wi-Fi adapter is enabled, whether my SATA controller is running in a specific mode, whether we've got virtualization technology enabled. Currently it's set to disabled, but if I press enter, I can switch that to an enabled state if this machine will be running as a hypervisor. For the security, we've also got things we can set, such as an administrator password, which would be required to come back in here to make future settings. And as we go further down, even secure boot options, which is a UEFI type of option which uses digital signatures to determine if a change has been made to an operating system, for example, through malware. Also, if we go up to the boot mode, we can see that it's currently set to UEFI, but I could press enter and go to legacy support mode, which really then behaves like the old BIOS. We've then got some other options, such as whether we want to enable booting through a connected USB drive that has an installed operating system. That might not be allowed due to your organization's security policy for reasons of security. We don't want to allow people to boot through alternative mechanisms to get to files on the hard drive and so on. There's also PXE, that's the pre-execution environment, allowing booting over the network before booting from a local disk. So we have a number of options that are available here depending on the model of the machine and whether it supports a specific version of the BIOS or a specific version of the UEFI.